Yes, I am a progressive rock newbie experiencing this daunting genre for the first time. Hello everybody, I'm Mike from the Rewatch Project podcast, and I am back with another edition of Front Row, these music performance reaction videos, and I am back in the wonderful world of early Peter Gabriel era Genesis, and I'm going to be reacting to a song called Dancing with the Moonlit Knight from the early 70s. I have never heard this song before, so as is always the case, this will be a pure as the driven snow first time listen reaction. I just want to remind you that I do talk over these songs, I do pause them, that is how I choose to react. It is what it is. However, I would strongly urge you to listen to Dancing with the Moonlit Knight in its entirety from an official source if you've not done so before, prior to me spoiling it by talking all over it. I would also encourage you to check out the other content on this channel, including the Rewatch Project podcast, where we go back and rewatch some of our favourite film and television franchises, in addition to the other film, TV, music and general pop culture related goodness that cohabits this here channel. Likes and subscribes are also very much appreciated. The more people who subscribe, the higher the profile of the channel, the more people who check it out, and the more conversation that ensues, and that is a primary motivator for doing these videos with a higher level of frequency. And last but not least, donations via PayPal are very much appreciated, but please do not donate if doing so would cause you any financial hardship, because we do not want that. So Dancing with the Moonlit Knight, I've already covered I think one or two songs from Selling England by the Pound. I've been loving it so far. I've been really surprised by how melodic it is, how accessible it is, but also of course how ambitious and technical and unpredictable and unique it is. So let's see if Dancing with the Moonlit Knight is the same. I think it's the opening track on the album, and it is I say only 8 minutes and 3 seconds, which is very, very brief for this era Genesis. Sorry for the creaky chair. All right, Dancing with the Moonlit Knight, Genesis. Let's go. Let's check it out.
Can you tell me where my country lies? Said the unicorn to his true love's eyes. It lies with me, cried the queen of maybe. For her merchandise he traded in his prize. Paper late, cried a voice in the crowd. Old man dies, the note he left was signed Old Father Thames. It seems he's drowned, selling England by the pound.
All right, I'm going to stop there for a moment. Only 54 seconds in and so much has happened there. Coming in straight with the vocals is so striking. It immediately captures your attention and makes you listen to what he's saying. Can you tell me where my country's gone? I'm probably getting the lyric wrong there. You know, that feels, I might be taking this too literally, but I've talked before with this era Genesis, one of the things that really strikes me is not only the pastoral quality because of a lot of the instrumentation and the quirkiness of it, but just the sheer Englishness of it, the kind of Tolkien-esque Englishness, the kind of the Spike Milligan, the Monty Python. You know, there's just something so inherently English about this that, you know, I'd imagine in the early 70s, certainly by the time I was born in, I think the year this album came out, and I know that in the 1970s you really started to see the influence of American culture, you know, through television and music, of course, but also, you know, fast food. I mean, I remember when I was really little, you know, if we go out, we'd go to a cafe or something like that and have, like, you know, a cheap Nescafe cup of coffee. Well, my parents would. They wouldn't give him childhood Mike coffee. But then as the 70s progressed, you started to see more and more of an American, not even just American, but kind of just modern aesthetic, you know, molded plastic, you know, instead of mahogany and things like that. And that's kind of what I'm hearing there as well. But also, there's this incredible little weird guitar line here, which, and I know, of course, this isn't the case. It almost sounds like a sample. It functions like somebody's just cut a piece of this guitar and are repeating it. I'll show you it again. I want to go back to the beginning because stopping so early and saying so much is not something that I like to do, but I didn't want to talk over it whilst it was playing. So let's listen to that again with all those things in mind.
Can you tell me where my country lies? Said the unicorn to his true love's eyes. It lies with me, cried the queen of maybe.
Beautiful, so clear. His enunciation. This guitar. Sounds like a sample.
cried a voice in the crowd.
I mean, it's not, obviously.
Old man dies, the note he left was signed Old Father Thames. It seems he's drowned, selling England by the pound.
What a powerful line, selling England by the pound.
Hope and glory, time goes by. It's the time of your life. Easy now, sit you down.
So beautiful.
Chewing through your wimpy dreams, they eat without a sound. Digesting England by the pound.
Yeah, it's almost like hip hop. Can you imagine, like, Dr. Dre sampling that guitar line?
You are what you eat well.
Such dynamism.
Old man says you are what you wear. Well.
Amazing judgment for people so young.
You know what you are, you don't give a damn.
Layer of keyboard or something under everything.
Homemade chef, the captain leads this dance right
Oh.
through the night.
Oh my god.
Join the dance, follow on
Drum fills.
till the
Oh.
grand sunsets in the low. Follow on till the gold is cold. Dancing out with the moonlit night. Knights in the green shields down and shout.
Oh, we're rocking now. Oh! Oh my god, how fast! Oh my god, what year is this? I didn't know people play guitar like that then. Unbelievable. But just tasteful as well, not just showy. Oh, listen to that. And one of the amazing things about Genesis, I've said this before, is a lot of the time you don't, well, I don't at least, you don't know what you're listening to. Sometimes it sounds like synthesizers. Sometimes it's a synthesizer that sounds like a guitar. It's a guitar that sounds like a synthesizer. And then you've got these organic instruments. You've got like harpsichord and 12-string acoustic guitar and all these things. And it creates this sense of not only timelessness, but non-time. You know, this could have been made any time, but it also feels uncreated. It doesn't feel like something that was composed and written. It feels like something that sort of sprung into existence out of just like some elemental place. Again, the bass on the guitar. Go. Oh, yeah. Oh! Just great rock and roll as well. I mean, this could be on a Meatloaf album, this solo. Well, that's damning with faint praise, but you get me. Oh, now it's that ethereal feeling.
There's a fat old lady outside the saloon, laying out the credit card. She plays for tune. The deck is uneven right from the start, and all of their hands are playing a part. Captain leads his dance right on through the night. Join the dance.
Oh, it's drums.
A round table talking
Phil Collins' snare playing.
We'll tease the bull ringing round and round, round and round. Follow on, with a twist of the world we go. Follow on, till the gold is cold. Dancing out with the moonlit night. Knights of the green fields down and shout.
So deliberate as well. Oh! Keyboard solo. And this is just such an incredible showcase for the group. As every member, I mean, you've got Mike Rutherford's playing the bass, I assume. Incredible stuff going on with bass. The drums, as always, are incredible. Like Phil Collins, just, you know, I think of Phil Collins, I think of Groovy Kind of Love. This is amazing. The guitar, that kind of futuristic, you know, sweeping that Hackett's doing. And of course, Peter Gabriel's just this incredible, emotive ringmaster of all of this insanity, but also bringing humanity and emotion to it at the same time. What an incredible dichotomy. And of course, Tony Banks' keyboard playing. Amazing. Rock, it's jazz, it's sci-fi. Folk. It's pop. It's Genesis. And seeing this live. Whew. Eases you back into the real world. And this idea of the pining for the simplicity of, you know, I don't know if it's pre-industrial England, but I'm not surprised to see that and to hear that as a theme. I might be taking it too literally, I don't know, but you definitely feel it. And I think that when a singer opens a song singing a cappella, there's a reason for that. And it's kind of interesting because a lot of the time people think of progressive rock. I did, you know, perhaps somewhat ignorantly, I don't know, as long intros. And this is the antithesis of that. This starts, you know, as naked as you can with just a voice, and then the song builds up. And then you've got those incredible, arpeggiated, kind of weird, floaty, dissonant but melodic at the same time. I know that sounds contradictory. Guitar parts near the beginning that just work, and then everything drops out and you get that and just the drums, and it creates this incredibly modern feeling. And I think that's one of the great contradictions of what I'm hearing with Genesis is that on the one hand, there is this, pastoral, sometimes almost medieval, sort of troubadourial, folky element, this very analog element. But then there's also these incredibly modern, you've got synthesizers and you've got Steve Hackett, seemingly inventing and not getting credit for a very modern style of guitar playing. But then you've also got these ambitious cinematic soundscape segments of the song. And then you've got these other sections of a song that are just really beautiful and melodic pop music. And then you've got sections that just friggin' rock, but you never feel whiplashed at any point. So compositionally, to put all of that together and make it work and for it to not seem just incongruous is incredibly insightful and instinctive and confident. And again, I've said this before, for people who were so young, the self-assuredness of that is really something. Wow, amazing. And what I think this is the opening song of the album. If it is, apologies if I'm wrong, but if it is, what a striking way to start an album. It almost feels like an album or a movie in its own right. So yeah, let me know what to cover next. Also check out the other music content on this channel. There's plenty of it and some other film, TV stuff as well. Donations via PayPal, very much appreciated, if and only if you can afford to do so without causing yourself any financial hardship. So yeah, let me know what Genesis to cover next. See you again soon. Bye-bye.